Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Berserk manga read-through. It's been a little bit of time. I took some time off reading the manga over the Christmas and New Year season because there was just like a lot going on. I was very busy, but we're back again, starting off a brand new arc of Berserk. So I think that the break was actually quite nice because it's put just a little bit of time in between the end of the Golden Age arc, and we're now starting the Conviction arc. So hope you guys had a nice Christmas period and a happy new year. And 2022, we continue reading Berserk, and I'm very much looking forward to starting a new chapter of Berserk that I haven't experienced before. So obviously we get a condensed version of the Golden Age in the anime, which I did watch before I even started reading the manga on the channel. But we're now going to get into something unknown, completely unknown, and see what happens with Guts as we're kind of entering that Black Swordsman era once again, but with the whole context of the backstory of how did Guts get to that point, you know? So this is our first page of chapter 95. We'll be reading chapters 95 to 99 today, which finishes volume 14. So we have our first words on this page. On that day, the dead sun hung over all nations. The dead sun hung over all nations. There's all like the faces that you can see in it as well, and then new logo as well on this page. Like this page in particular, there you go. Conviction arc, the Lost Children chapter, Black Swordsman once more. So it even labels it as we're back to the Black Swordsman. Interestingly enough, it looks like this arc called Conviction is split up into named chapters as well. So we're in the Lost Children chapter of a brand new arc. So let's get into it and see what it's all about. You know, essentially the last that we read last time was really seeing Guts come into that Black Swordsman mentality, wielding the Dragon Slayer, the slab of iron, getting the crossbow arm with the cannon and everything, which was all put together, and then facing off against a demon, and then walking off. So I don't know if we're gonna have a time jump or anything, or whether it again, or whether it's just gonna pick up. But it looks like we're actually in a different location. We're not starting off with Guts. We're starting off in the Midland border region. Wow. Hey, Mum, what was that? Wow, so we got all these knights riding on by. Mum doesn't know either, but it's a bad omen. Let us pray. Okay. Mum, what's that? So fancy, these knights. Look at their armor and everything. Horses are dressed. There's even got a horse with ram horns on the helmet. They're the Holy Iron Chain Knights. Why is the army of the Holy See here? Note: the Holy See is essentially the central government of the papacy. Hey, the Mother Pilgrim back there was quite the beauty. She your type, Vice Commander Azan? I'll bet she's a war widow. Mind yourself, Serpico. Precisely how do you regard this duty of apocalyptic inquiry? A miracle of our solemn and dreadful God is before your eyes, and you let them stray over a mere woman? You ungrateful dog. Don't let the titties distract you. Stay focused on the goal. Apocalyptic inquiry only. Ugh, you're so uptight. Awkward old men are pitiful, you know. This is why you're still single at your age. That's none of your concern. I'm something of a clergyman, and I've absolutely no intention of wedding. That's not fashionable these days. You two, could you put an end to it? We're on a mission. Look at this incredible armor design. This is fascinating. The woman, the angelic woman on the tip of the helmet there with the wings out, and then the wings curving through the viewpoint. That's so incredibly well designed. We got a bumbling fool and a very aloof individual. Great partnership. So the Holy Iron Chain Knights, very interesting. Serpico, and then Vice Commander Azan. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I actually choose to abstain. He's like, I'm focused on the mission, bro. Message! She got angry. It's your fault, don't hee-hee me. What is it? We found it. Found it? Really? At last. Oh fuck, it's like the aftermath. You're certain? Aye. Unmistakably as prophesized, the Red Lake has appeared. What in? Oh, it's just blood and guts, dude. The Red Lake has appeared. No mistake. It surely is the Red Lake, as the prophecy foretold. To think that something like this would really appear. Oh dear Lord. The revelations say that when the sun dies 5 times, a red lake will appear to the west of the city with a name both new and old. It is proof that the 5th angel will alight. The angel is the Hawk of Darkness, the master of the sinful black sheep, the king of the blind white sheep. So there's actually a prophecy that the Holy Iron Knights are aware of that talks about Griffith becoming Femto, the Hawk of Darkness. And that's like the 5th time that this has happened. And a red lake will appear to the west of the city with a name both new and old. The one who shall call down upon the world an age of darkness. No longer a golden age, but a dark age. 2 years later. There you go. Wow. That's a 2-year jump. Talk about tough times. Lately there ain't been nothing worth plundering, and now this rain. Looks like things are shriveling up in these parts. Only good things we've caught this scrawny kid wandering the forest. Well, even so, she'll be worth something when we sell her off. Oh sheesh, he likes her. Oh, great, we've got, yet again, another gross individual. Licking her face. And she gives him a nice old kick in the nuts. Fool, that's pathetic, man. By the way, you know about this tree? Huh? What about it? A long time ago, heretics who believed in forest spirits lived around here. Heretics? It said they'd stake people's intestines to a tree and make them walk around it at once. Oh. It was a ritual sacrifice. Nail the intestine through, wrap yourself around the tree. Jesus. This tree's one of them. This one? Hey, lay off the bad jokes. This place is creepy enough already. You think this is a joke? Look. All the stakes in the tree. Look real close, and all the bumps. Don't they look like human faces? I'll bet those are the faces of the people who got nailed to this tree. Enough already. Interesting. Hey, get up, bitch. Hey, Dig, what are you doing? Ain't it obvious? Let's try it. That ritual thing. Forget about it. We gotta sell her. We can just snatch another woman. Besides, I wanna see if she really can walk around a tree even once with her guts nailed to it. That boy's sick in the head. Leave the fool be. Don't move or this'll hurt. Something flies through the air as the knife cuts down her dress, smacks him right on the hand. Oh! What the? Who's there? What are you trying to pull? What now? Just looks out into the darkness and the rain. Get your ass out here! The flash of lightning above, and the lightning, oh this is so cool. The flash of lightning right above reveals a hooded figure and an unmistakable face. Of just a black swordsman, you know, sitting right by the tree in the dark. A forest ghost. Yeah, who the hell are you? So cool. Can't even catch a wink. How long have you been there, bastard? Since long before you all started jabbering. You made a fool of me. No, I didn't. Don't screw with me, man. We could always drag out your bowels instead of the girls. Never mind that. Just the knife right on the tongue. Was that story true? Huh? About this tree, staking intestines and all that. Sure. So what of it? You want to join the club? This sucks. I can't believe I got out of the rain under something like this. No sleep's making me stupid. Huh? Hey, this is none of my business. But you'd best get out of here now, if you don't want to die. And they all start laughing. Naturally. Whenever they come up against, anyone comes up against Guts who doesn't know who Guts is, they just, we can't take this guy seriously, even though he's very imposing. That's the last thing I expected from this fool. Don't you realize the position you're in now? That's too bad. How you made my buddy bleed. You won't get away with it. Well, I'll give you one chance. Leave all your arms and goods and split. Come on, spinning around his flail. Move or your head gets smashed. Swings it right at him. Oh, he's gonna block it with his, like, prosthetic. Yeah. He blocks it with the prosthetic. Clang. Boom! Nice uppercut. A nice little left hook. Sorry, but one arm's all I've got. So good. What? A fake arm? Made of iron? You've got quite the rarity there, pal. We'll be taking it, along with your life. Wait. You begging? 'Cause it's way too late. Yeah. Looks like you're right. As a certain brand begins to bleed on the back of his neck. And the tree behind him, it is too late. The tree branches come alive with, like, the faces of spirits past. Oh wow, that is terrifying. I love that. What a shot. Sound effects. Sound of mouth opening silently. As the tree just slams down and crushes them all. Again, our signature Mira, like, gore shot is when you see the eyeballs flying out. And the eyeballs flying out. And the brain piece just across her face. Holy shit. And then the tree's hungry. Tree's gotta eat. Run! Monster! Wow, what a shot. As we see her standing there, she drops to her knees. Like, unable to take her eyes off of the tree, and we just see the Dragon Slayer just make its way out of the cloak, just right on her head, makes her pigtails fly forward, and just chops the old tree down. Like he's just after a bit of firewood. Shatters it into pieces. Now it's really too wet for firewood. It was much too big to be called a sword. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was like a slab of raw iron. Conviction Arc Lost Children chapter. So the Black Swordsman once more comes to an end, and what I find so interesting about this as well is this must have been this has been over 10 years, I think, at this point. This has been over 10 years of publication since this sort of description, gets given, because you remember reading through the Black Swordsman arc around the time when Berserk would first come out. It was it's been a decade since this description of the sword has been uttered. It's like that description of the sword is such a meme and a common way to describe it, and we've all we all know it. But in terms of writing this story, and in terms of real time, writing that description again to bring it almost full circle from how you started the manga must have been really cool for Mira to do, to have Guts back in his Black Swordsman appearance. So that's really neat. So we'll move right into chapter 96 now. So the Black Swordsman once more chapter completed. We'll now move into chapter 96. So it's been 2 years since the Black Sun appeared. In a certain forest deep within a mountain ravine, there was a monster. This is so cool. So these chapter titles, this is, I guess, what the chapters look like now. So there's an updated logo for Berserk, and then it lets us know the arc, the chapter, and the episode that we're in. A dreadful and fantastic spectacle. The elves of Misty Valley. A man bearing a gigantic slab-like iron sword longer than his own body calmly placed himself before the monster. Sacrifice! 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 Nice 2 clean swipes in the form of a cross. Wow! As he darts through the branches, crashing to the ground. Fighting against a tree. He's fast as fuck, boy. Oh, and the like roots come up from the ground. They go through the cape, scratching him on the face, almost, and they have him suspended in midair. But the thing that Guts has, which is so good, is just, let me just shove my fucking cannon arm right in the mouth of the tree and just shoot it on through. And then bring myself down in my cape in such a flurry. I love how this is drawn. And I love how this is actually quite clever because of how this hood works with his movement. It's a very good way for Miura to be able to draw Guts without it being too time consuming. Like very like minimal detail needing to be shown on like the armor. Like you can just see him moving. It's like Batman, and he's moving through here. So you know. Obviously you get like still shots where it like details his armor and stuff, but then you can get stuff like this where it's like he moves so fast that the cloak like wraps around him, and then you can have like such incredible speed lines to really show like the visceral movement. My favorite parts of reading this is whenever we get to a double page, because it's so sharp. I love the detail on like the double spread pages. We see just a nice clean slice through the tree, making contact with the ground, and he falls back on his butt. As there's just sound effects city in here, which is great. You see like the spirits begin rising up from the ground too. Oh, and then the sunlight comes through to like make them fade away. First I've seen the sun in 3 days. Oh, there's still a little bit left. Another root. And it gets, there we go. So it gets, what is this? The Death Strike Bloody Needle. Oh, it's fucking, it's Puck. Is it Puck? This is Puck, right? So this is what the 2 years later must be then. So this 2 years later has skipped over the Black Swordsman arc chapters that we've already read with the count and everything like that, and Guts meeting up with Puck and doing all of that. So they've just gone 2 years later, they've skipped over that segment that we've already read, and now it's and Puck was just watching from a distance and kind of helping with his Death Strike Bloody Needle. They always howl good and loud when they get one of these. So it was you, Bug, poking your nose into things. It's what I like to do, right? It's not like I asked you to beat up those bandits, Guts. Well, guess it is true that I used you. Who knew that monster'd be... Freak! I'm gonna be able to enjoy how Puck is drawn again, which is so great. What? I'm no freaky bug. You don't have to do that after we saved you. No, as the death needle falls onto his head. Crybabies. Misty Valley. An elf from Misty Valley. Misty Valley? Huh? Wait for me! Wait, they actually made it away? I thought they all got eaten. They made it? Wait a minute. Okay, I thought they must have been other dudes that just got chowed down upon, but I thought like these two in particular were right up against the tree and got munched on. First I've prayed to God in 10 years. You gotta be kidding. I didn't think it was really haunted. Man, one hell of a night, I tell you. Huh? What the? All this mist suddenly. Ah. Oh, just now. Yeah, I don't like this. What is it? It's the elves of Misty Valley. Whoa! Oh no, it's these ones. We've seen these before in like one of the demons. First a monster, now elves? Dear God, it is a fairy tale. Oh, hang on, sorry, I missed one. This ain't some kid's fairy tale, and then the response is, it is a fairy tale. Yeah, it's this one. Yes, this is a fairy tale for children. Yes, just what we wanted. The elves of Misty Valley. Naked elf with a titty popping out. God damn it. So, this demon, this is where this demon resides, is in the Misty Valley with the elves, and Puck is being mistaken as one of them. There you go. So that's chapter 96. We can move into 97 now. Keep it going. Just keep it going. Over there. Pretty run down. That's my village. The chapter just called Jill, so I'm assuming this is going to be the name of this character who Guts has given his cape, his cloak to. Wholesome. This is the rundown village. We just got people just like peeking through the gaps in the windows. The fountain running dry hasn't been used for a long time. Old woman in the street petting her cat. Looks totally run down. Jill, where have you been all night, girl? At a time like this, you know how worried I was? Alright, Mom. Shh. What? Jill? Huh, Jill. Running out like that all of a sudden. Where the hell have you been wandering all night, huh? Still drinking this entire time. So what? You look like a fool still wearing that thing. Dear, please stop. She's come back safe after all. Say what? You stupid runt. Me and me war buddies here was just reminiscing about the glory of the battlefield. Hi, Jill. Glad to see you're okay. Sorry about last night. That being said, go buy some booze. You going to keep drinking? Jill, stop that. Enough already. Day after day you babble on about some old battle you lost. Why don't you think about us some? That's a sure way to get the quick backhand from this dude with his silly little helmet. Jill! Lost battle? Old babble? Don't talk to me like you know more than a kid. We fought our hearts out so our wives and children could live in safety. I served my country, crawling around under cannonballs, and came away with a bum leg. What? What's that look? Apologize to your father, Jill. Out of the way. Mom! Those the eyes you used to look at the father who risked his life for his family? What was that look for? What? Huh? What? You gotta show me some more respect. You gotta be nicer to me. Oh, and and while Guts is just letting it play out, it doesn't want to interfere or get involved, we see the death needle from Puck coming right through to the forehead. Bloody needle. When did you... Don't sweat the details. Who are you? What the hell are you doing? No. It was this. It was this guy. It was this guy. It was Puck. It was Puck. It was this little spiky head elf. It was Puck. See? With his death needle. This is me and Puck. Guts the Black Swordsman, and Puck, our pointy head elf. Ma? And an elf! He's got an elf with him! Good grief, what's the deal with these people? What did I do? Stay back! Stay back! I won't hurt you again. Jill, you hurry and get in the house. No, Mum, that elf saved me. He's not from the Misty. We got some people stepping out. We've got more than a few people stepping out. We've got the whole village up in arms now. Pitchforks and hammers and axes and everything. Does your kind swarm about and eat crops? No! You there. You're going to hand that elf over to us peacefully. That's fine by me. No, it isn't. But first I want to know why. Shut up. Just give it here. Otherwise we'll beat you dead. Yeah, you're wrong. He's not one of the Misty Valley elves. Jill, just come inside the house. Oh boy. Doesn't seem like talking's getting us anywhere. Bloodthirsty eyes. Don't just stand there. Skedaddle. Skedaddle. Oh fuck, the old woman's coming for us first. She just falls over straight away. Give me back my grandchild. Old lady. Screwed up. He attacked that old woman. Get in the pouch. Oh no, that's sorry, I thought that was a yell from the villager. I thought that was strange. Hang on, that's Guts saying, get in the pouch. Maybe they'll calm down if I kill one or two. Guts, don't! Stop! Everybody stop it! Death to the elf! You've had on elf on a shelf. Now get ready for death to the elf! And he pulls out that fucking sword, man. That slab of iron. And just smashes it on down on the cart. Jumps on out. Don't let them go! Don't let the elf escape alive! And he skedaddles. He's out of here. And then hiding from the villagers. Why'd it turn out like this? I'll get them. Ignoramuses. Some arson, maybe? As he starts clacking some rocks together. Hey, I mean, what's the big idea? Catch the little charming little elf and beat him to death? They're psychos, a den of twisted sex offenders. Usually elves are synonymous with cuteness. When a head or two of cattle gets stolen, ain't it a happy old tradition in backward joints like this to just smile and say, it must have just been mischievous elves? Bizarre character, this one. That's supposed to be an elf's privilege. Don't you get that? Someone ought to beat your attitudes into shape. Keep your chin down. Grit your teeth. Are you done yet? As he just smacks him away. Since when did my satchel become your nest? Don't sweat the details. Just think of it having picked up a good luck charm. It means you're lucky. What's lucky about you? My luck just took a nosedive. I'll curse you. Mr. Swordsman? Little elf? His Puck's just grabbing onto his mouth. I'm sorry. If only I'd warned you ahead of time, this wouldn't have... No kidding. Thanks to that, I missed out on some valuable info. I'm Puck. Are you okay, Jill? Sure, I'm fine. You can hide in that windmill shed. No one's used it since it broke down. When night falls, I'll bring some food, then we'll talk. Stay put until then. Hey, Jill, right? If you come, do it towards tomorrow morning. Do not come near me before dawn breaks, no matter what. I'll be going hunting. Huh? I doubt you want a repeat of last night. Good idea. I'm glad that he did that warning. Took long enough. How long was I supposed to wait, you slug? I'm sorry. Now, you proved your point. It's because you're this way that Jill's turning out the way she is. Don't you see that? Discipline her. I'll be mindful. I'm gonna take a piss. Oh, and she quickly goes, because she's hiding out in here, she quickly goes to barricade the door. As he's trying to open it, he's like, ugh. Oh. Because he's drunk, and the first thing he's trying to do... Don't you see that? Discipline her. I'm going to take a piss. And he goes to walk into Jill's bedroom and just quickly like seals it so he can't come in, and then he's like and gives up. She's got Guts's cloak still and just kind of cries under the moonlight. Oh no! Please tell me that this is the sunrise. Alright, let's... So she runs. I think this is the sunrise. Mr. Swordsman. As we see that, yeah, we see the light coming through. Having the demons and the spirits fade away. Let him be a while. He just fell asleep a minute ago. A black swordsman with an elf. He's come from a strange world. Some place I don't know other than here. It's the end of the Jill chapter. End of 97. He just sits down next to him as he's just fallen asleep after a long period of fighting demons in the night. So we now move on to chapter 98. As I'll see if I can balance Cloud back where he was without him falling over. Alright, chapter 98. By Air is the name of this chapter. And it starts with him sleeping as a camouflaged little squid demon. A camouflaged little squid demon tries to crawl down and get him on the neck, but he squishes it with his hand instantly, and that wakes him up. As we see the eyeball of the squid also coming down once again. Just when I thought I could sleep after 4 days. Wakes up and sees Jill leaning down on his lap. Huh? Oh, and then looks across to see Puck up on the top there, also being eyeballed by one of the slug monsters, and just gets knocked off on top of her head. Why don't you tell me about the Misty Valley? The valley is east of this village, over 3 mountains. For some strange reason, a mist hangs around there all year round, so everyone calls it the Misty Valley. There's a legend that elves have lived there for a long time. But wait, why does everyone get that look on their face when anyone mentions elves? Did something happen? I guess some weird swarm did go rampaging in the fields. Ow, rude, we'd never do that. Munching on cheese. You might be right, huh? For some years now, the villages in this area have been attacked by mysterious creatures. Fields and storehouses are attacked and crops devoured. Lots of livestock are killed too. Everyone who sees them say the same thing, that they're elves. It must be the elves of the Misty Valley. That's nuts. It can't be. Elves attacking human villages? Elves naturally do all they can to avoid being seen by humans. What are you babbling about? It's some kind of mistake. Have you ever seen them, Jill? Yes, my village has been attacked many times. They're small and they glow faintly. There are insect wings on their back and they're shaped like people. We've got a match. Harmful bug sticker. What? Oh my god. But I think something's not right. Something's strange, and I don't think it's true. You're just too kind, I do declare. I am useful, you see? Helpful bug. But it's true that the damage has been done. And not just to fields and livestock. It's that there's another reason why everyone in the village is scared. Those little ones also attack humans and eat them. Huh? And they carry off children. Jill? Oh, wow. I like this symbolizing like the passing of time, or like, you know, when you're in the vicinity of demons, just seeing the brand get more and more pronounced and the blood leaking out, and obviously that makes him well aware. Huh? What? And he looks up in the sky to see a stream of like shining, glowing orbs of light. That's them. Oh no, they're headed for Jill's village. Hey, what do you do? Well, they ain't pesky little elves. They're something else. Holy shit, look at that. Look at that expression. Mans is excited. He gets like less than an inkling of sleep, and he's just like horny for some demon killing. Jesus. We got dogs barking and looking up into the sky to see like almost, I guess it would seem like a rain of fireflies with like the glowing lights. They're here! The elves! The elves are here! Swarming the town. Oh fuck yeah, they literally are like almost like fireflies, except fucking dangerous. Balls of fire flying through the sky literally just eviscerated that canine to the point where it's just guts and bone. Oh, and the livestock. Holy fuck. Brace it! Brace the door! Ugh, they break right through the door, like crawling on through, grabbing at the villagers. Holy shit. Dad! Mom! Oh my dear lord, just eviscerated. Ooh. Holy shit. You're half-wit. Go outside? What the hell are you thinking? But dear, Jill's still out there. Leave the fool girl be. She's in the wrong for wandering outside at a time like this. It ain't my fault. Damn it, no one round here listens to a thing I say. Why's my luck so rotten, huh? Damn it all. Ah, it's Thomas from the Hansons. Were they killed? Yep, they zoom out. Let's play. To go to kidnap the children, but this child runs into a tall, looming silhouette of an armored figure with a massive cloak. Guts. Stay down, kid. Oh. He's using it like a fly swatter. Oh my god. Swings it like angled through the air at such force that it squishes them across it. Some of them getting severed in half as their legs get stuck to it. The detail on this shot is incredible, and that is the end of By Air. Oh wow, you see like the leg and the body just and the wings getting cut off. That's great. I love that. That's the end of chapter 98. Let's move on into chapter 99. Chapter 99. As we see them just like, all the elves are just like, what just happened? The elf blood, well not even elf, demon elf blood splattered across the sword. And just that stare when you know shit's going down as he swings the sword back over his back. Elf bugs is the name of this chapter, so I guess they are technically still classified as elves. Elf bugs, to be precise. Hey, look! From yesterday. Why? As he walks back through to protect the town. And he looks in to see, like, the bloodied limbs all over the floor. Let's play. Let's play. Yeah, they're just, like, very insect-like in nature. Like, an antenna. Elves, huh? Dad, Mom. Hey, kid. You want revenge for Mummy and Daddy? Or else, do you want to go with these things? No. Okay. Help out, then. Wait, Jill, wait. Hey, I'm telling you, it'd be best to sit tight in the windmill shed. This is dangerous. Come on, quit it. This is bad news. Oh, no. Only to see Guts lifting up the kid on the top of his sword, using him as, like, what, bait? Isn't that... What is he doing? How dare he? Dear God. He just hangs him up by the tip of the sword. There he goes again. What's his plan here? He's smiling about it. Oh, okay, he's luring the elves out of the city by... This is an interesting plan. Does he have to be hanging from the top of the sword for this to work, Guts? They all just fly over him because they want to play. Oh, and he gets to the edge and he quickly comes to a stop. The kid falls off, he does a break, catches him again with the sword, and keeps on running. Wait! And they're all trying to grab at him. They're almost got him. This is so bizarre. Why would you do this, Guts? Just carry him in your hand. They'll still chase after you. And he's going to take him out to the barn. So he can get him away from the villagers, I guess. And he comes into the barn, seeing that the livestock, again, eviscerated. And here they all are. Alright, drops the kid down in a bale of hay. Don't move. The end already? Over already? Is that the end? Boring. Oh god, they're transforming. Boring. Oh! So that's what the wings and the stuff on their back is like. So we're going to say it's quite bee-like in nature. It almost looked like it had a stinger on it. And there you go. They're like almost like wasp demons. Boring. 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 Some kind of vermin. I knew it. Demonic bugs. Flaps the cloak over and just... Time to flail wildly. Bug exterminator time. What did he just drop? Hang on. He went to go grab something and then drops it. I'm not sure what... I think... Oh, that's the gunpowder for his cannon, right? Or something like that, right? Yeah. Desperately pulls it out, opens it up and just shoots it out. Extermination! The force of the explosion pushes him right outside, crashes down the barn wall as he does a little roly-poly. I love the detail of having the cloak still hanging over his head as he recovers from the roll and then blows up the barn. Over there. The kid's running away, protected by his cloak as he's shivering. You made a good lure, boy. Fucking hell, Guts. That was rough. Watch. Bugs burn. Real nice. Just took them all out. Still haven't dealt with Queen Bee, though, I'm sure. She wasn't here to be seen. Jill, look. Oh, and there she is. So her form is more of like a moth, while the rest is sort of like a wasp type. And that's the end of Chapter 99, Elf Bugs. And that brings our read-through of this episode of Berserk reading to an end. That is the end of Volume 14. There is, interestingly enough, a chapter 99.5, which I believe, because it's this. I was referring to I refer to my like release guide of stuff to check out what's going on, and this is called Berserk the Prototype. So this is like chapter 99.5. I don't actually know what this is, and I guess I'm assuming by the prototype and the art style, I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say that this is probably like the initial concept of the Black Swordsman arc back in before Berserk even began. That's what this seems like here, especially with how differently he's drawn and like the text and everything. There you go. This story is a submission piece created by Kentaro Miura during college in 1988, which became the basis for what is now Berserk. The establishment of details, worldview, and whatnot differs at points from the Berserk series being published today, but the intent is still present in this early incarnation. The story is set after the conclusion of the Band of the Hawk story arc. If it's chapter 99.5, it might be a story that's placed right at this moment, which seems quite odd considering we're left on a bit of that cliffhanger with the elf bug, but maybe this is chronologically the best place to put it. I don't know. So I'm actually going to read the prototype chapter of Berserk in another follow-up episode. We'll read through this chapter. I don't know how long it is. That's the thing. Another thing is the Black Swordsman arc's chapters used to be very long on their own, like, because before we moved into the Golden Age, which had like 20-page chapters, the original Black Swordsman arc, you could read like one chapter an episode because they were like full meaty storylines. So this might even be the same length. I'm not sure of that. We will find out, but we will read the prototype chapter of Berserk next time. Thank you so much for watching and reading along and listening along to this. It's good to be back reading this one again after a little bit of a break. So I can't wait to see what the prototype is all about. While its canon status is probably like not exactly there, there's probably themes and bits of it that can still be applied in the same way that the chapter 83 which we haven't read yet, which was omitted from volume releases, was also removed. So we'll just have to see how we go. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.